Bing, boing, bing. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddy One Skip. Good morning, guys. This is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Guys, I was up at like 3 o'clock this morning, and lo and behold, Lady K. Lady K was on a live. Whoa! So I started hearing it like from the beginning, and so yes. And then I heard my name mentioned, and absolutely, I told Lady K she's welcome to use my content. So now that we have that in writing as well as verbal, absolutely. And I see that Sonny is trying to reach out to me. My email, Sonny, it's on my pages. So I'm not trying to hide from you. I don't know what I could do for you. I'm happy to talk with you. You can email me at toddy1skip@gmail.com. And yeah, that's fine. I am going to talk a little bit about you, Sonny. I hope that's okay. So she has exposed herself. That's something that I wasn't really trying to do. I was trying to, you know, say that I've done some research on this woman, and since I've done research and I just can't find anything bad about her. Yeah, she was involved in you know, before you run away with this in your head, you should probably watch Web of Lies. What was it, season 5, episode 4, where you can see her. Apparently, she's adopted a child. Um, I, it looks like she was trying to help children. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. And as soon as she heard about it not working out that way, she went and took care of her mistake. So it seems like she made a mistake. As soon as she recognized she made that mistake, she went and fixed that mistake. So, listen, we are all going to make mistakes in life. She recognized it and she fixed it. She didn't make it somebody else's responsibility. So, I just can't find anything bad on this woman. A few of you have said she's working with Eric. She's working with Eric. And listen, I stopped covering her. Remember, I stopped the video and I said, this is bullshit. She's speaking just like Eric. I don't know if she could be working with Eric, but it's still true that I can't find anything bad about her. Okay. So that's just the truth about that. She has now changed the channel from Miss Betty's channel now to Stop Exploiting the Whittakers. People are going to continue to make videos, ma'am. Whether you like it or not, they're going to make videos. Maybe they'll be fair to you. I hope they are. I hope they are. I hope that people will look into your background and support you. You seem to have more credibility than anybody that's been involved in the case that I know about, as far as wanting to help the Whittakers. So, and it seems like this woman actually does have people that can help, like I said before. And my deep dive into her hasn't shown anything that tells me anything otherwise. Now, could I have missed things? Absolutely. I am not a detective. Absolutely, I can miss things. But if we're quick to judge people and then we find that, wait a minute, this person seems to be legitimate, don't you think we should say that as well? I definitely think we should say that as well. There's people that are going to make money off of the family. That's always going to happen as long as the family allows that to happen. And, the family's not saying no. So people that are going in there with cameras and putting it in their face, they should probably have something that stops before they get to the family, something, a gate, something that stops them. So hopefully in this new home that maybe you can come up with, or whatever's going on there, I'd like to know about it. Maybe there could be a gate so that people just don't go running up to the Whittakers, because clearly they don't know how to handle things like that. So many people are saying Betty's talking out of both sides of her mouth. She doesn't know how to even argue. Who's she arguing with? Her family? I mean, this is somebody that hasn't really been off their front porch, doesn't really deal a lot in what's going on in today. We got to show her a little bit of grace here, guys. As far as Betty goes, we can't be, a few of you guys are accusing her fraud and such like that. Why don't we wait? Why don't we wait? And why don't we kind of let the investigators do their investigation, and then somebody, I think, with more of a degree than all of us put together will probably go in and evaluate just how much Betty can be capable of, how much she can actually be responsible for. Why don't we just try that? Okay, because in the meantime, this woman's family is broken apart, and I don't ever hear her asking anybody, come and put me online. Now, granted, fine, she goes online, but people have gone to her, and she's had to deal with things on her front porch. Not that she went anywhere looking for anything. So we have to remember that when it comes to the Whittakers. They didn't ask for any of this. People went to them. So, but you know, the thing about it is we want to know. We want to know about the Whittakers because we find it fascinating. How do they understand each other? How do they live like that? And some of us are looking at it as making fun and pointing at and saying it. And some of us are like, wow, isn't that something else? Isn't that amazing? And we're looking at them still as a family with heart and saying, we want them together. How we want them together? Listen, a few of you have said they're exactly where they need to be. No, they're not, because nobody can guarantee that they're safe there. I would think that Ray would wear on your last nerve. Okay, so when somebody's worked a double shift because somebody didn't come in because there's employment issues in our country, there's employment issues, especially in medical care, cleaning up people's shit and stuff. Try to get somebody doing that now when they can work from home and make that kind of money. Why would they be cleaning up people's shit, right? So you get a very few amount of people that are there who's not just trying to make a paycheck but make a difference, but still they get tired. They're human, right? You don't think anybody could lose their patience with Ray, or maybe Ray's strapped down, you think that he's in a better place? Well, until you sit there so that you could sleep at night, we ought to know for sure that he's in a better place, that Timmy's in a better place, that Lorraine's in a better place, and how well Betty could sleep at night. Why don't we just stop and wonder how we might feel? We can't. You know why? Because we understand things better. Because we've gone out in this world. We've seen things. We have such an advantage over this family. We have to step back and stop criticizing them so much for this, that, and everything else. You know, if we would have just let them be. Now, listen, I'm commenting on them for sure. I wouldn't go out of my way to see them. I wouldn't go a block out of my way to see them. You know why? Because I wasn't invited. It's none of my fucking business. But when you put it online, it comes into my living room. I'm going to watch it. For sure I am. And now that this whole thing is exploded, yeah, we'd really like to see the whole family put back together in some sort of safe, healthy, happy, good, protective, environment. So I'm here to see that, guys. We'll keep reporting on all this crazy stuff that's going on. And yeah, so as the day goes by, we'll talk about more. I know you want me to do a third video, on Eric. You like the clapback videos. I'll go ahead and do that today. And then that should cover him up, because I don't think he's going to talk anymore, to be honest with you. But Bozo did. I got to tell you, Dwayne Wayne, he talked. It's not Dwayne Wayne. Remember Dwayne Wayne? Dwayne talked. We should go share up his video, do a clap back on that guy. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. All right, guys, this is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Guys, don't let this be your story. Take care. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, and everything. I so appreciate you guys immensely. And a few of you are members. Thank you for that too. I appreciate that. Take care, guys. Bing, boing, bing. Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip.